All right, guys, thank you for joining us. It's another episode, a special episode of Crypto Nightly, but it's not night and it's Saturday. So let's get it started without further ado. Hey there, everybody. So I got some awesome guests here I'm excited to bring up. So we're going to start with our favorite, the machinist.
I'm your favorite? What's up,
so you were the one that wasn't looking as ready. Commander was ready. He looked like prepped, primed, and ready to go.
I'm never ready. What's up, man? Thanks for having me again.
Dude, thank you for joining us. I know that you're doing a bunch of cool stuff, and we always have a good time whenever we're together. So I thought we get the whole gang together. Only one we're missing is Desert, and he was super sad he missed it.
Yeah, right. He heard I was coming.
Well, we're thinking we'll have to do another Friday episode, and also we'll all be at Rare Evo. So
this
we'll
is
have
true.
to do something together there. Desert's got a little bit of a bigger room. And Caesars, and so we can go up there and do some stuff as well.
Nice. We got cheap and went across the street to the Flamingo, and for the same price as the basic room, we got a big old 2-room suite. So we're looking forward to walking across the street and just living it up.
All right, and then so our other favorite, we got
second favorite,
CMDR. How we doing, man?
Doing good, man. How's it going?
Dude, super good. I love that we're out here looking fresh, right, on a Saturday.
Yeah, I did it just for you. But I do want to say that my hypocrisy only goes so far, and I am still wearing
shorts.
Some nice, comfortable activewear shorts. So
nice.
I'm
not wearing.
But from the waist up, I'm looking fly.
Yeah, man, that's the way to go. So, how are we doing, guys? And what do we feel like is going on? What's new? What we got happening?
I'm good.
Man. Go ahead. Yeah. I know you got a ton going on.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. Life's good. Busy as all fucking get out. We can curse on this show, right?
Yeah.
Good, or else I'd have to leave. No, everything's good. Life is good. Life's very, very busy. But we have a ton of stuff going on with Dan Coin over on Radix. We got our new staking site being built. What else do we have going on? We have our first payout coming up. We're starting quarterly payouts. We converted from a meme coin to a utility project because, to be honest, why would you hold a token if it doesn't have utility? It just doesn't make sense. So that's growing pretty quickly. The chart looks good. And on top of that, there's a ton of shit going on. We're working closely with Angel Finance because what better way to get passive income for your community than to hold a shit ton of Angel tokens. And we're using Levy for loans. And it's looking like this month we're probably going to get at least a 10% return on our investment. And that's right out of the gate. We just started this a couple weeks ago. So new staking sites being built at danxrd.xyz. So you can't stake yet, but it'll be there in time for the first payout. And to be honest, that's it. I'm just getting ready for Rare Evo and trying to get overtime so I have enough play money while I'm there.
So what did you decide on for the payout structure? Are you going to do quarterly with that?
For now, we're doing quarterly. I think we're probably just going to keep it at quarterly unless we may build out a claim function into the site where it takes a lot of the work on basically me out of the process with doing all the math and doing airdrops and all that stuff on top of everything else, because XRD gen hasn't gone away. People haven't heard from it recently, but that's because we're building a lot in the background and getting things ready. In the next couple months, it'll be out there. So for now, it's quarterly. We wanted to give ourselves time to do things right before this first payout and not try to rush to meet a 30-day time limit. So yeah, for now, quarterly, and we'll see in the future. It'll never be longer than that. I can promise that at least.
I think the idea of a claim site is a really good idea because depending on how many people you end up having stake, tracking all. I know Beam helped you a lot with the first airdrop and all that, but like tracking all of that even on a quarterly basis is just a major pain in the ass. So if you can automate it to where they can just sign their own transaction and get their rewards, that would probably be the best option for you.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure people don't realize when it comes to staking, right? It seems simple, right? I stake my token. Someone's supposed to send me rewards, right? Someone has to go in there and say, okay, have you been staked for, if there's a time limit, right? Like ours is 30 days. Have you been staked for 30 days, right? Because we don't want someone to come in, buy a whole bunch of Dan right before the payout, take our stronger community's rewards, and then just dump their Dan, right? They do that shit once a month just to get a payout. So
there goes my plan.
See, I knew it. There are shitbags out there, people. Be careful. Do your own research. But to have to go through there and have a list of, okay, how many people have been here for 30 days? Do they have, 75% of what they staked was here for 30 days? Maybe they did the other 25 a couple of weeks ago. Like, there's a lot to it. So yeah, we'll see. We have a really, really good dev on it. So.
Are there intricate enough contracts over there on Radix now to be able to build something out where it can track how long they've been staked and distribute rewards accordingly? Or
he told me it could be done, but it's also a budget thing, because we want to make a really cool site. This is already going to be the coolest site that any Radix project has, but we want it to be functional too, and we want to save as much money as we can for the investment, because building a cool site is cool, right? And it works, but if we can save a couple bucks and put that towards getting more rewards for the community, that's really the number one goal here.
I like it. Win Dan stake pool.
Dan validator. Maybe we talked about it, but on Radix you have to be in the top 100 to be able to actually claim rewards. So we have to see. We have to work that out. What kind of competition do you actually have? I mean,
on Radix?
There's good people on Radix. We're live.
Pew pew pew. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So before we get into me, I'm going to interview you first, John. What have you been up to? Like, what do you got going on? What's going on over at JPG Empire, man?
So JPG Empire, we're now in the beta testing of the Token Empire platform. There's been some updates going on in the background, some little kinks you got to work out. You know how it goes.
I like kinks.
Yeah, we wanted to keep it kinky over at the JPEG Empire, but we announced our partnership with Kumadroid. We had Jade on, and we're really excited that Kumadroid is now doing all kinds of cross-chain things, right? So I believe that there's a partnership as well with Dancoin.
I forgot to mention that because
which is going to be a huge opportunity for Dancoin holders on Radix, but also for people on Cardano. JPEG Boss holders will have access to using the Kumadroid trading bot, which this is basically a bot that will allow you to make about 0.5% return a day. So compounding over the span of a year, it ends up being about a 5 to a 6x. And we wanted to make it super simple for everybody so that there's going to be like 3 presets at first. So you're just going to go into our terminal on Token Empire. You just click a button. You put some funding into your Kraken exchange account, and it will start trading for you immediately, right? And this is a source of revenue for JPEG Empire because we get a super small microtransaction from each trade, but then your return at the end of the day is still the same. So these microtransactions are super small. The only reason that it works for us is because it makes so many trades a day, right? And we're excited because this means that people that are wanting to be a little bit risk averse or that want to save dry powder through the bull market for the bear market, you can accumulate a 5 or 6x, pretty low risk over the span of a year, right?
So what's the timeline on something like that? Because I know they're pushing pretty quick. Are you guys planning on going live as soon as they do, or will there be kind of a
there's going to be a small period of time in between then, but we're pretty much going live close to the time that they go live. What we're working out is the integration into the site for the terminal. And then we want that to be super intuitive so that everybody can use it easily and then see what they're doing there. And so that's about how that's working out. We're looking like a few months probably from now. But the Token Empire platform, they're beta testing it right now. And people are checking it out. I could actually pull it up and then show you guys.
It's pretty.
Have I gotten to look at that? I can't recall correctly.
I believe that I sent it.
I think you did. I think you did send it.
I believe I sent it to you. So let's see if I can do this without giving away too much.
Give it all away. Dump the alpha. And by the way, while John's pulling this up, Kumadroid, just for you damn people out there, we bought those not even a week ago. We're already up 100% on that floor price. They're just going to keep going up. So what you're doing with JPEG Empire, giving people access to this, there are trading bot NFTs on Solana that are worth 50 SOL, right? Yeah. And all you need to do is be a part of the JPEG Empire community, and you can use that bot, or at least a version of it, right? I'm not on the team, NFA, but pretty fucking cool. It's a really good idea, actually. I'm jealous.
You heard it here, folks. Ken said that you'll be able to use the exact version of the bot on the JPG Empire website. So
I certainly did.
He's over here shilling stuff that's
you will be able to utilize
recording
some part of the bot.
Well, I cannot remember my password right now, so we'll have to get a little bit more into it a bit later, or I'll do it while I'm not sharing my screen.
I might be able to pull mine.
Probably a good idea.
But yeah, so we're excited. We got a lot of stuff going on. There are trading view charts that you can use on all the tokens that you have there. You can actually trade in the platform already, going through Dex Hunter. And then there's also going to be tracking of everything in your wallet. So you can see all your NFTs, all the tokens you have there. And we're super excited about it. We really just wanted to create something that allows people to get notifications, text messages, emails, however that you want it, or in-app notifications on just the stuff you care about. Because some people don't have time to be in crypto all the time. This is also what we're using to take the Discord economy token, the Empire token, and bring it on chain, right? So people, instead of working in Discord, they will actually be able to claim on the platform. And we have staking to roll out in the future as well. And all these different things we're excited about. One of my plans, what I want to integrate, which might be a little further down the line, but I want you to be able to look at your JPEG bosses, and then while you're staking them, actually be able to see how much you've profited and how long it takes you to like be profitable on that NFT, right?
Hell
So
yeah.
that way people are staking and then they have that benchmark, right?
So like a live ROI tied to every single one of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's something that I want to implement as well. But super excited. That's going well. Kumadroid's going well.
I gotta say, one more cool thing about Token Empire. I know everybody's on DeFi, right? But when you switch over to the NFT side and you go look at a project and you're like, hey, I want to buy, a Gutenberg Bible, right? Book.io. It actually gives you a choice between JPEG Store and Token Ride, right? And I know that's a small thing, but it just speaks to the detail, right? It's just a little drop down pops up. You pick where you want to go and you go.
WayUp.io and CSwap are also going to be added to there.
Nice.
Butter on Jam, right? Or whatever. There's another one.
Butter on Jam?
Or Jam. There's another one.
Jam on butter? Jam on toes?
Jam on
If I might ask, why not just go with WayUp, since they're an aggregator and they're already aggregating NFTs from every other marketplace?
So you're going to love my answer. My answer is because I reached out to WayUp and I was trying to work that out with them, because my thought is we could get them integrated into the back end and use their back end so people can actually just purchase NFTs from our site, but like it's, through them. And we haven't had that conversation yet, but I tried.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Fair enough. Well, hopefully you can get that conversation going, because if you can just use, an aggregator that pulls from every marketplace in the ecosystem, I don't know why you would need access to all those different APIs and backend systems and all that. So
yeah. Well, and then
Ash, get your shit together, man. Reach out to JPG Empire, figure it out. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then I was
Come on.
The other thing is there's kind of a question too about CSwap, right? Because CSwap works a little bit differently, where you can actually trade without there being the other person on the other end all the time with NFTs, right?
Right.
And then so that's also something that's crossed our mind. So we've reached out to CSwap, and I've reached out to WayUp, but I will try to bang on WayUp's door. And I figure that when we get to Rare Evo, I'll be twisting his ear for sure.
Oh yeah, be much easier to have those conversations face to face, because they can't just put you on red and then walk away, right?
And I think when this is released, right, when this platform is out, everyone's using it, I think sentiment's going to change real fucking quick, because it is a really cool platform. You guys have put it in a lot of work, and it shows.
Jesus, Ken, this is a family show, man. Why do you keep using that foul language?
What language? What did I say?
Another little bit of alpha that has just been in the background that may or may not happen, but we've been considering actually closing our mint on Cardano down, so that the supply will be less on Cardano, because one of our plans was in the future to add other chains, but the mint is going a little bit slower than we'd like it to. So we're thinking maybe we will cut the supply on Cardano and then drop small portions on some of the other chains to raise the liquidity to add them, so that we can have the multi-chain aspect without taking any liquidity out of Cardano. And then also we kind of look at it like everybody that's here right now, everybody that is, supported us to this point, they'll get to use the trading bot, they'll get to use the platform, they'll see the value there. And we believe that other people will see the value there as well.
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that, man. I'm not much of a trader myself on any centralized exchanges, but if I can automate a bot to do it for me and get a 5 or 6x out of that, I might just throw $1,000 at that and see what happens.
Exactly. And that was kind of like what we were thinking, because there's a lot of volatility, right, in the crypto market. But if you're doing that, then you also have a place that you can pull from if something happens, right? Almost
Wasn't something like over $200 million or something like that just lost in leverage in this last couple of days with all the
yes,
and everything? Yeah. I swear I saw something about that on Twitter, like $230 million in 24 hours was liquidated.
Nice.
Brutal, man.
People don't realize that I genuinely, so Johnny Tran's been talking about it for a while now, and I think also Unforgettable Name has from Hops on Cardano, that they think that Bitcoin's going to 48K before we go up.
Good. More.
Yeah, good. But lately, I've been feeling a lot more of that. And I don't know if you all have seen all the stuff that Viva has been posting, like reposting his old analytical posts on the economy. Well, then with the new data, it is freaking scary.
So you're saying short Bitcoin is what you're saying? I'm
saying Berkshire Hathaway just cashed out like 50% of all of its position in Apple, and they're holding $287 billion of cash. Okay, the stock market. Anyways, yesterday on the stream, we also talked about that the Dixie, the world currencies, the US dollar went down a whole percent, which in other stuff that's not crazy, but in coin, dollars, like different denominations of currency for governments is crazy. The US went down 1%, and it's 1.07%. And then Canada, their money went down 1%, but everyone else went up 1%, which is crazy.
What was it recently? The Japanese yen or something like that? They finally started charging interest, what was it, 0.25% interest or something like that? And it, apparently a lot of people are getting scared that they're not making free money off of it anymore. So that caused some issues as well.
Yeah, and we watched the yen absolutely took off as well, which is pretty wild. But yeah, man, I think we're getting into a really weird territory with the economy and stuff that's going on. So I think we're going to hit the max pain, if not before the election, immediately after, no matter who wins.
Let me tell you guys something. In the long run, Bitcoin's going to $1 million easy.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. It's going to go to $1 million, but so's a cup of milk.
But that well,
bro, you look like such an influencer with your jacket on and your shirt, holding that in your hand, like
knife handing people.
You seriously need to rock that more often, dude. You look like you could be selling stuff online right now.
I do. My feet.
All right.
Anyway,
I was gonna say no. We skipped CMDR. Tell us about Levy, dude. Levy is the biggest deal since sliced bread. Like, not only were you all the best people in the entire space to like get Levy, but I mean, like, you all have already updated it a whole lot, added new collections that weren't on there before, except for JPEG Empire. I understand it's got to hit the 100 ADA floor price, but all I'm saying is, no, but I love you, man. Tell us about everything going on.
For starters, I don't want to say that we were the best people to get Levy. Like, we're trying our best to stay humble, even though we're doing really well with Levy. There's a couple of projects out there that I think were vying for it that probably could have done just as well as us, as far as like upgrading it, updating it, things like that. The only difference is that we're taking a majority of the revenue that we're getting from it and giving it back to our community. I think that's about the only thing that really gives us a one-up on any other project that might have acquired it, is that we're giving back to our people with the funds instead of just taking them for ourselves. So there's plenty of decent projects in here that could have done really well with Levy. So shout out to them. We're gonna continue to do what we do and remain humble as much as possible. So yeah, we've done a lot of stuff actually since we got our hands on it. Most recently, we made some changes to some of the interest rates. So we had a little bit of flack about this in the Discord a couple of days ago, but when we were given Levy, C4, for example, was grandfathered in at like 392% APY. And any other token on the DEX was at like 205% max, I think is what it was. A lot of people were trading C4, I'm thinking, because of that APY. Lenders were really, really enjoying that. But I don't think the borrowers were so much, right? Because they were paying a lot more in interest to get that liquidity. So most recently we dropped the C4 APY down to the average of all the other tokens. So it's down to 205%. Nike is up right now, I think, at about 280, just because it's volatile as fuck, and people, deserve a little bit more, I guess, incentive to lend and borrow on it. And then Angels is also up to 280% because people won't fucking. Oh my god, the average LTV on Angels right now is like 97%. So, and people won't stop doing that. So there's definitely a little bit of volatility in lending on Angels. I know a majority of people pay it back just because they don't want to lose their tokens. But if they do get defaulted, we just make sure that there's a little bit more incentive for lenders and borrowers on that. Let's see. Since the last time we talked, we hired Sean from Working Dead.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been trying to get on a call with him here lately.
He's been crushing, dude. Like a majority, I'd say like 95% of the upgrades or any fixes or anything that we've had to the platform have been him since we brought him on. He's been busting his ass so much that we actually gave him a raise yesterday. So shout out to Sean from The Working Dead. If you're watching this or if you see the recording, we appreciate you, brother. You have been killing it. Just keep it up. We integrated Dex Hunter recently, which was definitely a much needed thing for Levy. And we also entered an agreement with Melon where we get 40% of all of the fees that go directly through the Levy site. So if you guys are trading anywhere and you're using Dex Hunter already, just take that extra step, go to Levy, use the Dex Hunter widget through the Levy website, and 40% of all those fees will come back to our treasury, which everybody knows is just going to benefit you guys as holders. So make sure that you're trading through Levy. We would greatly appreciate that. Oh, let's see here. We added extensions to loans. I think that was one of the first things that we did when we took over. So we've been having a couple of bug issues with that, but the tickets have been getting taken care of by Sean as well. And then we're getting ready to start our cross-chain build. Probably.
Dude, that's crazy.
We're going to sign contracts probably this week. So we've been talking about it, I think, more than enough in the Discord that it's okay for me to say it, but we're going to start out building over on Solana. I know a lot of people have beef with Solana. That's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But even if there's even if only 20% of the transactions and liquidity moving around over there are real, it's still a pretty decent amount. And any of that will be coming back to benefit folks over here on Cardano. So we've got a plan to bring back a percentage of that specifically for our holders. We'll be using a percentage of that to incentivize people to use the platform over there on Solana. When XRD, when there's actually volume on the chain.
Fair.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. I mean, like if you go and take a look at like OC Swap or something like that, there's maybe $70,000 to $80,000 USD in volume a day. It just doesn't make sense for us to bring a platform over to Radix when we would probably be spending more money to maintain it than we would be making off of it, right? We have to think about cost ratios, and if you build it, they will come. That's not real, buddy. I've been doing a lot of research into marketing and stuff like that, and the quietly build it and they will come scenario doesn't actually work. So we would love to get to Radix. I'm a big fan of Radix. I like everything that they're doing over there with scalability and security, transaction speeds, all that stuff. They just need the volume. So should they ever reach that point, we will happily have a conversation with them. And the good thing is that the code between Solana and Scripto is so close that if we have the Solana build done, we could literally probably almost copy paste it over to Radix and just start the platform up there, over there. So be patient, keep promoting Radix. Hopefully they get on some decent centralized exchanges here soon, get some eyes on them. And then after that, we'll see what's what. So yeah, as far as Levy goes, I think that's about it. I don't think I'm missing anything. DeFi, I know DeFi's in here. He would tell me if I was missing anything.
What about Rare Evo? What's going on? You got free swag for us?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, give me 1 second. Let me.
Oh God, never prepared.
Can I go grab one of our T-shirts to show you guys what we're going to be giving away?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay, keep the conversation going. I'll be right back.
Roger that. I'll take my pants off. Oh wait, I'm not wearing any. Yeah, what he's saying about Radix is true, right? It's a great chain. The tech is all there, right? But they just got smart contracts. What 4 or 5 months ago? There needs to be more of an ecosystem there, right? Like there's not even a token launch pad yet. Like when we launched Dan, that was like all homegrown, like just honest transparency. Let's see it.
You guys ready for this?
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
Excited for payday.
Got some Rare Evo 2024 on the back. I think we got about 50 of these in various sizes. So it'll be kind of a first come, first serve basis type of thing.
Do you have an extra small midriff?
Super medium?
Yeah, for me.
With the sleeves and the belly cut off?
And the nipples cut out?
I can probably make that happen for you, actually, yeah.
Thank you.
Other than that, we have a special surprise that we're not going to show anybody until you get to Rare Evo. So if you see me, no, we're not going to have a booth. I don't like sitting still. I'm a roamer. So I'm going to be running around with a backpack full of swag, shaking babies and kissing hands. But we won't be hard to find. Myself and DeFi both got some nice Angel Finance swag. I've got a nice fancy shirt that I'll be wearing. DeFi's got a nice fancy shirt he'll be wearing, and then we got some Angel Finance hats. So you should be able to find us on the floor pretty easily. And I'll have a backpack full of stuff that I'll just constantly refill as we give stuff away. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
And if you ever can't find him, just look for the shiniest head in the convention, and I'll make sure that we call him and find exactly.
That's right. That's right. I mean, I'll probably be following Ken around like a little puppy dog anyway. So if you can find his bald head, you'll probably find me pretty close by.
That's what I'm going to be doing. I don't like people. No offense, people, but it's why I do well with crypto, because I don't actually have to really interact with people. I like being a loner. So I'll probably just sneak around behind you somewhere. And all my free drinks from my VIP ticket are just going to CMDR, even though he can get his own. So
yeah,
I have to make sure I keep him fed.
Ken and I will also be doing a live podcast.
We will.
Whether we don't know exactly where or when that's going to happen yet. We're kind of still waiting to see if we're going to be able to get to interview Charles, which would be awesome.
That'd be huge.
It's seeming more and more like they're blowing us off. But if that's the case, you're rolling your eyes. Yeah. If that's
I've heard it usually takes like 3 months planning ahead.
Here's what I was thinking, guys. Like, if we end up just doing like a regular podcast from the hotel or something like that, we should get like everybody that we know that's willing to get on camera and just do like this huge like couch session where we just kind of sit down, everybody hangs out for an hour, shoots the shit, talks about the things that we've experienced at Rare Evo. Just like the gang, dude. Everybody in your hotel room, fucking shit up, just having a good conversation about Vegas. What do you think?
Do that.
I think that would be huge.
How many mics are we going to have? I'll have mine and the board, and you'll have a mic.
I can bring my mic too, yeah.
So if we just put one kind of... Oh, and you'll have one?
Yeah, I've got my mic. Oh, do you have a mic too, John?
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah.
I'll have to see how many inputs the Roadcaster has. I think 2, but I think I could split it. Or it has a USB input. So I know yours, CMDR, has a USB. Right here, it can be.
I've got a USB input that I can bring too. That's got like 3 extra connections on it. So I'll just bring. I'll bring a gang of shit, dude.
Like 3 mics right on a coffee table or something, and then just back up with the camera and just go.
Yeah.
All I need is a power supply for this board, and we're ready to rip.
Oh, look, Moose is down. There we go.
Moose, what's up?
Yep. We'll get see if we can get Bank in on that. I know Bank's coming. I know Hops on Cardano's coming. Inmates is going to be there. Maybe we can get the warden to come hang out for a minute. I mean, shit, we could just get like a whole gang of founders up into your hotel room.
That'd be huge.
And just tear that place apart.
Yeah, Desert, you hear that?
Definitely his hotel room.
Yeah, you're the one who got the 2-bedroom, you fancy son of a bitch.
We could use it, but we can't tear it up.
I have a studio apartment, if that. It's probably a closet.
Now I won't be there Saturday night though, so we might have to do this like Wednesday or Thursday night.
But everything starts on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Is it Thursday?
We could do it early Friday morning too. After so like if you looked at the schedule, like breakfast goes for like 3 hours before the event actually even starts.
So
we could all get together, sit down, have breakfast, and then just roll up to the room Friday morning, get a quick little podcast in before the event actually kicks off.
Also, if there's a couch, as long as I have a power supply, I mean it, like we're good to go. We could do this from the convention floor.
Yeah.
Like if we just had someone's like, hey, you got a couch at your booth? Can we use it? You want to be in podcast? And we
do a casting couch image where I'm like the blonde girl and there's like 5 heavily endowed dudes standing behind me, all staring at me.
We can. Well, I mean, we weren't going to do it on the convention floor, but if you want to record it, we can.
Yeah. Yeah. So Vegas is going to be insane, man. We've got a lot of parties to go to. I know I'm going to go check out the Bank event. I've already got, I think, 3 tickets reserved for myself and a couple of Angel holders. So we're going to go.
Wait, so the Bank event that is with Hops, or is there a different one?
Yep. Yeah. No. The one at what is it? 5th.
Yeah, the brewery.
Something like that. Yep.
That'd be
so
sick.
you go in there.
Super excited.
Fucking Omnia, dude. Did you know Zed's not even showing until like 1:30 in the morning?
Yes, I did know that. And there's 2 guest DJs.
Yeah, so that's going to be a long night because I fly out. I think I fly out Sunday morning at like 11 a.m. or something like that. So I'm gonna be at the airport absolutely dead.
And that's not a fun airport early in the morning. I remember last year or the year before it was. Oof.
Maybe I'll just pack all my shit up in advance and then like I'll just take an Uber to the airport right after Zed is over and just fucking sleep in the terminal waiting for my plane. Might be the best bet.
That works.
Yeah.
How long of a cord do you need? He's driving.
What do you mean long of a cord?
For like plugging in.
Power?
Probably,
well, no, I don't really need not an extension cord, just as long as there's something for me to plug into. Like I just need
sure have that in the room.
An outlet somewhere. Yeah. Well, I know at the last place at the Westgate, they actually charged for a booth to have an outlet and to have Wi-Fi. So I don't know if that's how they're doing that shit this year.
Charge for an outlet?
Yeah, you got a booth, you had no power. Like if you wanted power, you had to pay for them to run the power line and a little, like probably 4 outlet box out to
at the actual convention. Yeah, I remember that actually. People were pissed.
Yeah.
People were really pissed, especially for what they were paying for booths, man. Like you can't even
get first year wasn't bad. The second year they went a little fucking crazy with those prices.
Well, it's all Rare Evo now, man. It's all being paid for by big money. So
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And they said that there is a whole lot more cross-chain stuff and auxiliary events around Rare Evo than what they mentioned. So like I know that you all love Alex Becker, but his Neo Tokyo, you don't know Alex Becker?
I know Alex Becker.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah. His Neo Tokyo is having an event right around outside of Rare Evo, which, I mean, the floor on a Neo Tokyo Citizen is 15 ETH right now. You're in the bear market.
Will he giving them out, or if I go see him, will he give me one?
I don't know, but you have to have one to get in. But they're having.
Just tell them you're the only award-winning podcast host on Cardano.
On Cardano, and they'll be like, "There's only room for one. Get out of here."
Yeah. He has to give you one.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, you have a cat behind you.
John, I love you, man, but I don't know how you fucking do this, bro. Ugh.
Dude, you're good. Saturday, we can,
I gotta loosen the tie up a little bit here, man. I feel like I'm dying.
The only tie I could find was my Jerry Garcia Christmas tie. Look at that, people. Actually, all the black is actually green. The green screen's messing it up. But it's
why didn't you rock it, dude? It's so fancy.
My chest would have been see-through. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Just like my coffee cup was that one time.
Oh, God, that was a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Yeah, so do you mind if I shout out some of the other homies here real quick?
Dude, shout out all the homies. This is our thing, the homies. We're hanging out.
I know I've been going on a lot of spaces lately and podcasts and all this shit talking angel finance, but just want to give a shout out to my lurkers out there, the original project that I am running. I love every single one of you guys. Most recently, I think about a week ago, we finally got some passive income plays going for the project, and we paid out lurker holders, I believe it was 4.6 ADA per lurker for the first month. So for those of you who minted 2 years ago for fucking 18 to 30 ADA a piece, I'd say you guys are getting a pretty decent ROI on those assets finally. I am having some conversations with somebody, some of you probably already know who it is, about investing some lurker funds into an in real life business that would basically turn lurkers into an actual business and bring in regular revenue for the project. So once I get all of those details concrete and actually signed and all that stuff, I know you guys have been waiting a long time to hear this, but we will reopen the mint, and all of those funds will go towards being invested into an actual real life business from the lurkers. I know you guys have been waiting a really, really, really long time to hear this, but I'm just letting you know that it's finally time. And you guys, maybe one of these days you'll get your money back from bro. Fuck bro, by the way.
Fuck you, bro.
So
Hell yeah.
But I love you guys. You're always going to be my first family. Angels is kind of like the redheaded stepchild, I guess. But Lurkers is where my heart's at. So love you guys.
So here's a question on that, right?
Yeah.
I got some Lurkers. Don't you have to like opt in to that airdrop?
Yep. Yeah. So a lot of people don't really know me that well because I have to put on this kind of whole persona over at Angel Finance and be a professional and all that shit. But for the last 2 years, like I've been pretty much like a degen. The people that have stuck with me at Lurkers for the last 2 years while I figured my shit out, made connections, created my network, found ways to bring value to that community, they're the ones that I care about, right? Like if people aren't active over there, if they don't even know that we exist anymore, if they're holding assets in their wallet and they're not in the Discord, I honestly don't give a fuck about them. Let's just be real about it. So the people that are there, we opened up a channel in the Discord when all this was going down. We told everybody who was active and around and paying attention to our announcements to drop a wallet address. And then myself and Kat, my beautiful wife, amazing community manager over at Lurkers, went through the wallets, found out exactly how many Lurkers everybody was holding, did all the math, divided everything up equally to all the people that posted their addresses, and then we sent everything out manually because we don't have any staking or anything yet. So yeah, we did it all by hand.
That's awesome. So I'm in there, right? I chime in, I hop in every so often, but I need to get myself on that list. So I'll make sure to do it. I'm sure that it was happening in a way that everybody should have known. But I mean,
who actually reads announcements anymore in Discord? Like when was the last time anybody in any project that you've been in for like the last year and a half or 2 years posted anything other than like a Rumble announcement or you know, like go like and retweet this Twitter announcement or something like that. So I understand that there may be some people out of the loop, but I left the channel open for 2 weeks. The announcement was there for 2 weeks. People had ample time. I'll be opening up again probably here in about another week or two. So just keep an eye out on announcements in the Discord. I'll give you 2 weeks to get your address in there. And then we'll just do it all over again until we can get staking running for it.
Awesome. That's amazing. And then what's up, MetaMan and Master Blasta? Dude, but yeah, that's awesome. I'm really excited about the Lurkers for that. How did marble races go?
We're outside of our season right now. We're probably going to start up I think it's season 4 or season 5 in September. We're still doing it every Wednesday and Saturday just to kind of get everybody together in the Discord voice chat and shoot the shit and have fun. We do 99% races right now just to kind of keep people occupied. If you don't know about those, we created an NFT project while Cat and Medium Rare created an NFT project called Ballers. And if you hold one of those, it gets you discounts into the marbles tournament that we host. So we give those away during the 99% races. We give them away when we reach a certain amount of people in the voice chat during the races and stuff like that. So, and then it gives you, I think it's like a 25% discount on buying into the entire marbles tournament season. So it's pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I don't know, anything else been going on in the market that you guys have been noticing? There's been some drama here lately, but I think it's all drama out of the boredom, right?
I stay away from the drama, man.
Yeah, man.
I actually blocked most of the Omen people recently just because I didn't want anything to do with all that bullshit. I know people are going after Melon right now because they say he's front running transactions through Dex Hunter and all that shit. But everybody comes on Twitter and they do all this, but they don't show any fucking receipts or anything like that. So, without proof, who really cares what you have to say?
Yeah, if you don't have the evidence, keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah. I pay more attention to what people are building. Like, so Dave from Dirtbirds just put out an announcement for their adventure system over there. They've got freaking missions and crafting and like this super intricate system already built on top of everything that they're doing over there. They just announced it. It looks super badass. I'm not a Dirtbirds holder. I wish I was at this point because of what they're building over there. House of Titans just opened up their staking site, so you can go in and you can stake your House of Titans now. That's the kind of shit that I care about. That's the stuff that I follow on my timeline. If it's drama and it's coming from the same person over and over and over again, they usually just get muted because I don't have time for that shit. So,
dude, the other day we were on stream and I was like, who is this muted account? And it was Mario Nawful. and Desert was like, what's that about? I was like, dude, literally anybody that has these like terrible takes that come out on anything politics related, and like that's what they post or retweet all the time, I mute them, right? Because at the end of the day, we can't really like, you know what I mean? We can't affect a difference immediately right now that changes anything. And it just ruins my headspace, you know?
And my blocked word list on Twitter is growing every day, right? That's like Trump is blocked. Kamala Harris is blocked. Biden is blocked. Trans is blocked. Olympics is blocked. You know, like I'm so over all this.
You can block words on Twitter, like keywords.
Yeah, you can go in. There's a setting where you can go in and you can type a specific word, and it will any post or anything like that has that word, it'll just mute it.
Can I block lurkers? Hold on, I'm gonna try.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like block your life, do what you want. There's too much, and people don't realize, right, that if you interact, right, like if you're looking at Twitter and you're always interacting with those negative bullshit fucking posts, that algorithm is going to start delivering more, right? It's like karma on a social media scale, right? Yep. If you go towards the good news and you go towards building and everything else, that's what it's going to show you, right? And every once in a while, click on something from another chain that has nothing about, because that'll open up, your view of what you're seeing a little bit more on X. I try to do that. Even chains I know nothing about, I'll just start reading shit just so I don't get pigeonholed, because that's what it does. Right? If all you want is negative shit, that's all it's going to give you.
Yeah, you literally have to train your algorithm on Twitter. I've been listening to like some self-help podcasts and stuff while I've been at work lately about like positive thinking and positive mindset and all this other stuff. And that's actually something that came up in one of the podcasts recently, is that like if you're consuming garbage on your timeline, like if you stop and stare at something that's trash on your timeline even for 10 seconds, Twitter logs that shit. If you click on it and you go read the comments, Twitter logs that shit. So if you want to change your algos, you actually have to go into Twitter and start searching for positive stuff, like stuff that you want to show up on your feed, and you have to interact with it for a pretty significant amount of time for it to start changing your algorithm and bringing that positivity back into your Twitter feed. So good luck with that.
Yeah. And MetaMan X just said, but that could possibly create an echo chamber for yourself. No matter what, we are all in an echo chamber on social media. Oh, yeah. Nobody gets everything that's being posted on that platform. The best thing we can do is try to widen it a bit by looking at things that maybe we wouldn't normally interact with and keeping it positive, right? It's not going to keep like breaking news away from you or anything that you really have to say, like I've been so busy with building stuff on Dan, and work's been like 6 days a week for like 3 weeks now, that I haven't really had the time to really follow any of the drama or any of the nonsense. And it's kind of nice to not know. I know what's going on, what's being built, but I have no idea what's going on with the bickering. And it's pretty fucking cool for once.
Damn it, medium rare.
That's all it is.
Absolutely, dude. My entire feed is literally OnlyFans, like only feet finder, all that good stuff. No. No, seriously though, like I don't know why everybody focuses on the drama. Like there's drama on
place your attention. Yeah, it determines the direction you go, I feel like.
Yeah. If I'm going to be in an echo chamber, like Meta said, I would rather be in a positive echo chamber than a negative one. So I'm going to keep working on changing my algorithm so that I don't have to see that bullshit anymore. And then I'm just going to focus on, doing what we're doing. I don't have time to worry about the drama and all the interfighting and all the clicks and the cabals and all this other shit on on Twitter or on Cardano, like we got shit to do, like I don't have time to be getting involved in drama when we're constantly trying to build things and progress our project. And it's just not worth my time.
I think it's a self-worth or like self-esteem thing too, right? Because with those negative things or those controversial takes, everybody needs to comment and everybody needs to say why they are more right than the next guy, right? And or why someone else is wrong. Like it's, nobody needs to know that.
Well, it's the engagement. Negativity brings engagement. When you monetize engagement on a platform like Twitter, and drama is what brings that engagement, that's what people are going to do. They're literally going to create content specifically for the purpose of creating discord among people, because they know that's what's going to get the clicks, that's what's going to get the comments, that's what's going to get the likes and retweets, and that's what's going to get them paid. So maybe we need to normalize positive things on our social feeds actually getting the interaction that they deserve, and then maybe people will stop being dicks all the time.
Yeah, well, everybody would have to get on board at once, and that'll never happen. I would like to say that Island Ghost Stephanie said she tries to check out who's in spaces with her, and they have the same interests, so she keeps an eye on those folks and what they have going on. And her ex was in the feed, so
I was
a good guy
to each other. Yeah, whatever.
I was going to say, another thing is like, geez, I lost my train of thought. You guys got me.
It's hard to keep up with me and Ken, man.
We just fucking go. We don't even know what we're saying.
Right.
Oh, but I was going to say, the other thing is Chinvat Bridge, right? Chinvat Corporation, which is something that we've been working on in the background to bridge between Cardano and Midnight. We've had some really positive movement on that. We have some support in the government of Cardano. And so we're excited about getting that working up. So if anybody is not following it, it's at Chinvat Bridge on Twitter, and there may be some updates, probably not coming out sometime soon, but eventually there will be updates because we're building on the low and trying to make sure we have all the things in place for that. We're excited.
Cool. I just followed. Hell yeah.
Fantastic. And so that'll be an added value or utility for JPEG Empire holders. We're trying to see how many chains we can actually get funding to bridge to, and it's exciting. I think that interoperability is the future for sure.
So let me ask you something, since you're trying to build this first bridge to Midnight. I know you probably saw the news recently on Twitter about how people over in the Midnight Discord are saying that Midnight is not necessarily a Cardano project, that it's its own thing and it's going to support.
Oh, I love that you're asking this question.
So how do you feel about that whole idea that Midnight and Cardano are not necessarily intertwined with each other?
So I understand people being upset about that framing, right? But Midnight is kind of like its own entity that was built primarily to like scale out and add value to all of the chains to be like that middle place. And so I think that I understand people with like Cardano Foundation, some of these big, I guess like the parents of Cardano, like funding and then spinning this off. But it is definitely its own thing that's separate. I think it will bring a lot more of the other chains to Cardano than we realize right now. So I think that people are upset. They're like, they can't be an individual yet. We're their parents still. You know what I mean? They're related to us. They're our family. And I get that.
But was it funded directly through Cardano Foundation or IOHK? Like, were Cardano funds used to build Midnight?
Yeah, it was funded by IOG. But they also kind of separate themselves a little bit from Cardano, especially now, right? So personally, I feel like it's a little bit of outrage, but like the only thing that makes it unique or different is just the tech is different, right? The like use cases for Midnight are a little bit more specialized. And I'll explain it this way. So like blockchain is transparent, and that is a super great value in period. For everybody. But what Midnight allows you to do is that you have both like one level where it's like transparent. So you have the regular blockchain transmission of data. And then you have the other level that is private. but they can connect, right? So you can have like if you run a business on the blockchain, there's certain things you don't want to share with other people.
I heard your KFC reference last night.
Yeah, that was desert. Yeah,
about the secret sauce.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, it's. I think that it's definitely a need, and it'll provide a lot of value to Cardano. I think it'll provide a lot of value to these other chains. So it's not the same, but one wouldn't be valuable without the other, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm personally neutral on it. I could care less, regardless whether Midnight chooses to separate itself from Cardano or not, because it's going to be beneficial to the blockchain one way or the other, right? I think a lot of people that are still like Cardano maxis think that anything that's not directly tied to our chain and linked to our chain through media and marketing and all this other shit is bad, right? Like anything that doesn't directly support Cardano and Cardano only doesn't even exist in their world. So I honestly don't give a shit about that. If it's a privacy chain and it's going to make it easier for me to transact my private business without people sticking their nose in my shit, I'm here for decentralization. I'm here for privacy. I don't want the government up in my business any more than it has to be. So if I can utilize that chain in any way for that, I'm going to do it. And I don't care who it's connected to.
And yes, Midnight would also help with compliance for businesses and institutional transactions. And I think that that's going to be a huge use case as well. And so, I mean, I'm bullish on it because there's some like really complicated nerdy stuff. I've said fully homomorphic encryption, right? And that's kind of the solution. But like Midnight is a super simple way of solving the same problem where they have the two levels of different transmission of information. Fully homomorphic encryption requires a cryptologist, a whole bunch of math, and a ton of computers, and a whole bunch of stuff that you don't really need if Midnight works, right? And so I think that that's awesome.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
Comment yesterday.
Hey, speaking of nerd, I don't mean to throw a wrench into your brain cell party here, but did you know they added something to the Beyond the Expo Hall section on Rare Evo? There is now a Keep Crypto punk show and party with Last, Alchemix, and Coordinate. I just saw this. So it's Friday night. Right now, there's not a lot of people signed up, so it looks like it's probably still get in there, but it says a Friday night party at the Punk Rock Museum in Las Vegas, Nevada, alongside the Rare Evo conference. They have open bar punk style live punk band, free tattoos, a jam room with instruments from punk history.
Tattoos. Is it Cardano tattoos, you think?
Free tattoos?
Any tattoo you want. It literally says free tattoos upstairs. And a full punk history museum experience with expert tour guides.
It also says that they're going to be checking vibes at the door. I don't know if you saw that. They said they have the right to refuse anybody that they want, and that they'll be checking vibes at the door. So if you're not punk enough, you're not getting in.
I like it. Well, I mean, you have a mullet, so you're good.
It's not a mullet; it's a mohawk.
It is a mohawk.
What do you think?
I like it.
Can I stand it up?
That's like remember Glenn Plake with the fucking
Liberty spikes going for the night?
Yeah. I had Liberty spikes once, and then they fell off, and now I'm bald.
Yeah.
Those were the good days.
Are they good free tattoos? That's the question.
No
that
free
man is asking a very, very valuable question here. There's,
free tattoo is good.
There's a saying in the tattoo industry that good tattoos aren't cheap and cheap tattoos aren't good. So free tattoos are probably.
Hold on. I have some pretty good free tattoos, okay, with like homemade tattoo gun. I'm going to have to show you these. I'm going to have you pick which ones in Vegas were.
I don't need any dick pics, Ken. I don't want to see your penis tattoos.
Have either of you done the Friday 13th tattoos? Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like
the Halloween tattoos or whatever?
Yeah, like they'll usually on Friday the 13th do like a super cheap, it'll be like $17 or whatever for like a tattoo. And like the thing is that they just do flash tats, so they have like a bunch of But anyways, you stand in line
for the month of October, and it's usually Halloween related stuff.
Yeah.
Cats always wanted to do that. We've never actually done it, but
it's
that's
cool.
just because I don't want random I just don't want random flash tattoos on my body. Like,
Why?
Standing in line for 4 hours is part of the experience.
Yeah.
super
Just
past.
get like an anchor on your forehead.
That's funny.
We might actually be getting a tattoo in Vegas. We're having some conversations with some folks. I know there's some people that came last year that were giving tattoos out that were actually like part of the Cardano community. And if we can't get in with them, we might just go to a tattoo shop. I know myself and DeFi and Kat and some of the people in the Angel Discord were talking about going and getting the angle with the angel wings on it tattooed on us somewhere. It's like this really janky, shittily drawn angle with angel wings on it, you know, because everybody knows the joke of angles financed. Yeah,
That was retarded.
so we'll see how that goes.
Has their floor gone to 580 yet? I'm gonna go check.
Who?
Angel Fine?
Who handled your mint?
Brave Dogs?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, they're still doing. They're still doing
things.
Yeah, I think they're still doing all right.
Yeah.
I would have to ask Crypto Stonkers. He's the only one I've ever seen
59.
still back in the PFP.
59.
59.
Wow. All right.
Anyways,
Anyway, so are we getting tattoos? We have to get matching tattoos, all of us. What are we getting? I'll get a hot dog. Where are we part?
The angle with angel wings.
I can't get an angle. I'm not part of like the inner
circle.
circle. That's what that is.
Circle of
Right?
jerks.
What's
The
that
inner
thing
circle of
called?
jerks.
That's why
Yeah.
you get it like you get it on your inner thigh right next to your junk.
That's-
That way nobody ever has to see it. You're the only one who knows it's there.
That's good. All right, and you, obviously, because you'll be there holding my hand.
Stop funning my
That's what I do. I've been doing it for 3 years, and you're not broke yet.
Right.
Angels going.
I mean, we're all broke, but it's not. We're all broke, but it's not your fault.
I've been fudding everyone for years. $100.
Oh, Justin's got it.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I actually have a ruler. I have a meter stick. On it's only about 3.5 inches long, but it is on my deck, so I can say that it's 3 feet long.
Sheesh. Wow. All right. Listen.
Listen, I'm sorry, Island Ghost.
You asked for this, man. You asked for this.
You knew what was going to happen. We've been really well behaved this whole time.
No, but this has been great. I think that is
He's
really
kidding.
though. No, we don't even have to yet.
No,
I
it's
just-
all right. We know when we're not wanted. It's okay.
No.
Dude, I'm so excited to see you guys though at Rare Evo. I think there are going to be so many interesting events. We're going to have a blast. I love the casting couch idea in Desert's room. You know what I mean?
In Desert's room.
Yeah. He'll come back and he'll be like, "Why is the carpet sticky?"
Yeah,
I
is
heard
that
that,
close to the couch desert? Which room did you get?
Cardano girls got a 2-story penthouse at Caesars, so maybe we can just go crash their shit. And
No, we can't. It's only girls only. Allegedly.
Identify.
well,
Just
that's
the
the
door
whole
your
point
girl.
of crashing, right? Is
Yeah.
uninvited.
They have wigs in Vegas.
They have what?
Wigs.
Wigs.
You could just shave, clean faced, get wigs, and just all we got to do is get through the door, man, and it'll be legendary. Stephanie was invited.
Yeah, Cat will be there too. So, as well as One Space Kitty.
That's
She's
awesome.
probably not watching and never will, but she's awesome. Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
Let's get some final words. Tell us about the things going on, and when can I get a XRD gen?
That I can't say too much about, but I
Okay.
can tell you this: that XRD Gen started as something that, it was a cool idea, but it wasn't anything huge. XRD Gen is going to change the Radix ecosystem, and it's going to set the tone for what something like Levy needs, right? A real ecosystem, right? There's an ecosystem, but it needs to grow. It needs to be bigger, right? And we need real tools. I can't talk about it too much yet, but very, very, very soon, like probably within a week or so, there should be a website people can go to. There's going to be some stuff. So within the next couple months, there's going to be some pretty cool things going on. And you'll be the first to know, I promise.
Ken, I gotta say, man, I'm super proud of you, dude. Like,
No jail time. That's
coming from like Win Mint podcast, getting yourself started, the only award-winning podcast on Cardano.
The only
and then
podcast.
And then, Pause for a Cause, the largest ever Cardano donation through the Giving Block. And now you're going over to XRD. You've got Dan, you've got passive income coming to people over there for the first time on the chain. You're getting ready to do all this stuff with XRD gens, which I can't talk about. But it's insane to see the amount of growth that you've had since we met and actually started like talking with each other, like from the time that I wanted to beat you up at CNFT Con.
Yeah.
So now you've blossomed into this beautiful human being, man.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. And he didn't like me, I don't think. He didn't want to talk to me the first time we met. Did you know that, John Carter?
I didn't know you guys were always boyfriends.
We didn't know it yet. We were always together. We just didn't know it for about.
You needed that tension to heat things up.
CNFT Con 2022, my wife comes and tells me that this extremely attractive bald man was interviewing her while she was getting tattooed. And then she took me and introduced me to him outside. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, he is way sexier than I am. So I started feeling extremely violated, and I just didn't like him. I didn't like him from that point on. And then we met, like 6 months later, and I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Just best friends.
He rubbed me off. I mean, rubbed off.
Rubbed him the right way.
Rubbed off him.
Rubbed him the right way, and now we're buddies.
Yes.
But listen, I gotta throw it back at you now, right? When I first met CMDR, they had just taken over, him and Kat, lurkers, right? A rugged community. It's all it was. They're like, we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do with this, but we want to keep it together. We want to do the right thing by this community. And now lurkers has passive income. Now there's Angel Finance, which is literally the most honest and most transparent and most valuable token on Cardano. Even if the price was zero on a DEX, wouldn't matter because you get paid every goddamn month, right? And then they took over Levy, and they played a big part in Pause for a Cause as well. It is crazy. You meet a lot of people in this space, right? Especially when you do it for years. And usually there's always something about someone that makes you not want to deal with them anymore because they do some kind of dishonest bullshit or you catch them lying to you. They just do something shady that really isn't in the community's best interest. Yep. And there's not many people that really, probably I can count it on one hand, people that aren't like that. And you two are definitely two of those people that I've never seen not have the community's best interest at heart.
That actually is the thing that I was going to say earlier that I forgot is so the other day I learned or realized that there's so many people in this space that are literally just LARPing.
Yeah.
For people to pay attention to them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a dumbass. I'm just always myself the same all the time. So it's the other day I had an experience and I was like, wow, I didn't realize it's like that.
It's instant gratification, man. People feel like they have to be recognized on a daily basis, and a lot of these folks that have been here for 2 or 3 plus years, doing shady shit, constantly doing shady shit, they have to constantly rebrand themselves. Whereas, folks like myself, you, Ken, people that have been here for 2 or 3 years, but we never once jeopardized our values or our morals or the way that we looked at anything. It was a lot harder for us. It took a lot longer for us to build and create our network and find our friends and find the people that were going to support us. But we did it, and we did it without fucking anybody over in the process. So shout out to us.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Shout out to us. And I have the perfect theme song for that. Hold on.
I don't know what happened. Now I'm fucking dumb as rocks.
All right, I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I meant to hit the
good stuff.
But anyway.
I love it.
Good stuff.
Awkward silence. So this was a lot of fun, man. We got to do this more often. I had to move a fan in here before. I'm sorry. First, the dog would kill somebody, and then I had to get a fan because this thing is fucking hot. Did you see the video of Luna on the goddamn roof again?
Yes.
This morning.
Your dog?
What the fuck is wrong? Yeah, you can find it. It's on Twitter.
His dog likes to climb up on roofs.
Yeah,
funny.
she woke me up at 5:45 and said, "Dad, I'm gonna shit all over this house if you don't take me outside." And so I took her outside because why would she be a liar, right? I raised her. She came from my loins. She should be a good dog. And she went outside. She didn't want to do shit, but I'm looking for her, and I look up, and the fucking dog is on the roof of the barn, and then wouldn't listen to me. Just ignored the shit out of me. Stupid human. And meant to JPEG boss.
Yes,
That's why we're all
mint
dressed up.
JPEG boss. That's why we're dressed up. We're all bosses here. And the utility there is you're talking about a couple of $1,000 trading bot that you're able to use just for holding one boss, right? So there's the value. And our plan is to continue building out tools for the community and things that they want. So anybody that wants to be involved in the development, hop in the JPEG Empire Discord. Tell them you want to play with the beta test, which I can actually show again some of the other things real quick.
Nice. I have mine I can pull up, but I don't think I don't have like the super duper pro version yet, even though I have a JPEG boss.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See, that's one of the kinks we got to work out right now. But so this is like your profile. So when you go to your profile, you can actually create, this would be where you would claim your Empire token. So there is going to be a token, but you can get that by farming in the Discord just every day and claiming. You can create some of the things that you're watching. You can have different types of watch lists, right? So this is your performing, your NFTs. This will come soon, and it'll be like a gallery view is what we're shooting for. Top performing NFT favorites. These were just some that I picked here. But you can actually decide how you want these to be up here and where your notifications will be. You'll get all your notifications for everything that's going on. And then here is the preview of the droid room where all of the tooling will be for you to interact with the Kuma droid trading bot, which will be a JPEG Empire trading bot or the droid. And we're excited about that. You can go to your wallets, see the crypto that is in the wallets, the value, and then go to your NFTs as well. And so we're really excited about how it's turning out. Honestly, like just a few kinks to work out. You can also go to the NFT side and look at these.
I do like the charts.
Charts.
It's like a giant full screen chart when you open this stuff.
This one is not loading, but that is what we are updating currently right now.
Hell yeah. I like it, man.
Nice.
I like the skyscraper.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. It's completely different. Oh, nice. There we
Right.
go.
So you can actually chart on these and do whatever you're looking to do and
Oh, nice.
all of that stuff. And so that was how we wanted to do it. Just so that way everybody can have everything. And we're going to put some more ads up here. We want to get Angel Finance up here. We want to get some Dan stuff up here.
Ooh. And was
Right.
that Clementine's Nightmare?
Yes, it was, which is now going live. They're doing the beta test.
Everyone check out Clementine's Nightmare.
Look,
Yeah.
clementinesnightmare.io, but it is an amazing artwork. I love the Tim Burton style, and this game is going to be really great. The beta test is out right now.
And this team has built games for some of the biggest gaming houses out there. And they built for them, right? Now they're building something for themselves. So you can imagine, right, the amount of effort and time they're putting into this. It looks really cool. I can't wait.
Is this on Cardano?
So I believe this is actually on Scale.
Yeah.
Scale blockchain.
Interesting.
But it's going to be super awesome. I'm super excited. And I believe that they have cross-chain ambitions as well.
So is this going to end up being like a team game type stuff? Like what am I thinking about here? What's
It's like, this is like a collectible card trading game right now.
Oh, okay.
But I think that they're actually looking at having like an open world too.
I thought it was going to be like a video game.
With earn to play. Well, yeah.
I think it's actually, if you go to the video, I think on their main screen, it kind of shows some of the game, I think. But part of it is almost like, what is it? Where the, like a Final Fantasy almost, like viewed from above, like a whole group of people like attacking people on different sides.
Yeah,
I'm
can't
not sure exactly.
remember
Like
where.
Diablo or something like that, like a top-down adventure game.
Yeah, I think closer to something like that.
See, I don't
Send
know
me,
what.
send me a
what
link to that
character-
site. I'm gonna check
I'm
that
not-
out when I have a little bit of time.
Oh wait, hold on. This is. Oh no, that's music.
I thought that right on their front page they have a video there.
Desert says he's stuck in a traffic jam. Okay.
Sucks to be you, bro. Actually, if you go to their Twitter, they have the video posted up there. I know that for a fact. I saw it earlier. And it talks about, I think they worked on like Angry Birds and stuff like this. This team is like
Clementine's nightmare. Make yourself at home in the neighborhood. Here lives Clementine, a young rebel whose nightmares have come alive to threaten humanity's ability to dream. Recently orphaned from her parents, Clementine will summon all her courage to fight what she fears most, to save our collective imaginations and find her missing loved ones. Her fight, our battle, is on. Clementine's Nightmare is an incredibly imaginative and original multimedia IP created by a collection of award-winning experts in their fields. Industries like gaming, marketing, technology, and entertainment. This incredible team was united specifically to create a property that is both family-friendly as well as remarkably deep. After generating $50 billion in sales for their clients and partners, this crew has now hatched an original property all their own. With a female heroine at the helm, wielding the will of an underdog and abilities 100 times her size. Together, these experts call themselves Pixelated Inc., a launchpad for innovative IP with the talent, knowledge, and capabilities to build them into commercial successes. Their principals have launched over 2,000 games, 1,000 movies, 100 live sporting events, and most importantly, they've been at the heart of character development on countless properties along the way. This passion project turned overnight sensation has garnered over 200,000 organic followers across numerous social media channels.
This is a project you definitely need to watch out for.
This is really unique stuff that they have going on here.
Fans have fallen in love with Clementine and her outsider artistry aesthetic as she battles the nightmares of the world with her rebellious creativity. Building upon this incredible assembly of talent is the addition of producer Manella Kaplan, along with Alex Sokolow, co-writer of Toy Story. The world and character creators are from Petrol Advertising, an incredibly successful, globally recognized marketing and creative agency, responsible for the branding of some of the most successful billion-dollar properties in the movie and entertainment business. Clementine carries the story value of over 50 pre-developed characters, like a trickster whose charm is worse than his bite, a split-personality ghoul with more faces than friends, a gentle giant whose love of nature is matched only by their power over it, a street artist with the power to paint out evil. Clementine's Nightmare is an original IP, an in-development game, a film property at the writing stage, diversely marketable merchandise opportunities, an original story crafted for theatrical and episodic content, featuring over 50 fully developed characters, and a neighborhood of possibilities. It would be our dream to see you there.
Now
That's
that's the team.
dope.
Bullish, right?
I've been hearing a lot about scale. I have to learn more about that blockchain.
Apparently, it's really good for gaming
that's
and
what I heard.
quick transactions and such like that.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna look into that more.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm glad we went on that journey together, and I cannot wait to see you guys at Rare Evo. It's going to be a ridiculous blast.
It is going to be fun.
The Hops party, are you both going to the Hops party?
Yep, I'll be
I'm
there. I don't know about Ken, but
I'm not doing many after parties only because I'm a boring sober person. And when you're the one guy in the room not drinking, it's cool for the first 20 minutes. And then it's like, okay, I'm out.
I
So
feel you.
I'll
Move
probably
some-
see everybody on the floor mostly, but I mean, you know, like you guys, we'll
Yeah.
go do some stuff, but the big parties, probably not. And we do have to do the zip line. We're doing the zip line.
We are doing the zip line Friday night. Yes,
I'm not
100%.
I'll watch
Or
you guys do
Or
it, though.
Thursday night. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, one of the nights. Yeah, you can come with us.
Yeah, I'll
we need
videotape
to go
you
with
guys or something. I won't go. I will just watch you guys do it.
Oh, come on.
I did hear that you have to watch out when you're on Fremont Street. Do not walk under the zip line because at least once every other day, right? Somebody pees, they whip their shit out, and they just start going down the zip line.
That's wild.
So
You
anyone
guys better do it.
Evo, be careful. What, pee on people?
Yeah.
I do that anyway, but I'm not going to do it there. 'Cause I don't want to get arrested.
The white bald R. Kelly up in here. Anyways, moving on.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been fantastic. Any final words about Levy, lurkers, anything?
Mint a JPG boss.
Yes.
Yep.
Buy some Dan token.
Yep.
Dump your angels and
Yep.
DM me before you do it.
Did you
And-
see us? We were trying to FUD angels, and the only way we could do it was by inverting the chart.
Yeah. Last but not least, stay the fuck out of lurkers. We don't like new people.
That was good.
That's all I got.
Fantastic.
For me, I guess, yeah, pretty much the same thing, right? Don't buy Angel, right? Dump it, but give it to us for the Dan Treasury. We'll pay you for it. Just sell it to us, OTC. Buy Dan. Look into the Radix blockchain. It's good to be diversified. Diversified portfolio is a smart portfolio. If you're a maxi, you are limiting your successes in this space. There will be more than one blockchain to rule them all someday. So hate to tell you, but it's the way it's going to be. So check out Dan. It's really cool. Check out Radix. Buy a fucking JPEG, boss, because if you haven't, what's going on with your life? Fix yourself, please.
True.
And we'll see you in Rare Evo. Have a safe trip. And yeah, we'll see you there. It's going to be fun. Don't rub my head.
I was going to say, in honor of Rare Evo, we're going to end out with this one.